of what happens at the scene. So the student engineer says, we were right on top of this person, and the person runs into the train. The senior engineer says, I saw the same thing. Later, they're both put under oath. And
it wasn't that much later. It was 2 days, no, I'm sorry, the 18th of July. So, if I'm not mistaken. And so that would have been, within a week.
Yeah. Within a week. Right. So the senior engineer, now that he's put under oath by the detective, says, I didn't see anything.
Back was turned.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. I'm just an average layperson. I think if I give false information to somebody in law enforcement, am I potentially subject to being charged?
Well, it depends on whether or not he actually gave that statement, or if we're reading someone else's recitation of what he supposedly said. I don't know if it was even recorded, his initial statement at the scene.
It wasn't recorded, but he signed a card saying that's what he saw.
Right.
So now we have to rely on the student engineer. And there are 3 different versions of what he saw that we could get into later. But what happened was the detective, instead of treating this as potentially a crime scene, accepted it as being a suicide. And therefore, anybody who was walking around the crime scene, they didn't treat it like a crime scene. And I think that is the beginning of the problem that the Valantes had, in that there was not the appropriate investigation.